Let's be honest, 2025 never even reached half, and Nigeria already gave us weddings that made people question their singleness and their entire relationship status. From a gospel wedding that felt like Sunday service to cross-country love stories that united Nigeria and Ghana, then Tanzania. Love didn't just win. It danced, wore designer lace, and entered with smoke and saxophone. If you mix the drama, the fashion, or the wow moments, don't worry, we've got you covered. Let's start with the wedding that had everybody glued on social media for weeks, doing all the ahs and shouting God when JP 2025. Jumajux and priscillaojo's wedding, from Tanzania to Nigeria love story, and of course the internet did not rest. If you asked me, JP 2025 has officially set the standard for if you're not doing it like this, don't stress us, abeg. Forget Netflix, forget Showmax, this love story is the real season fame. Yes, because Jumajux and Priscilla has been doing weddings episode by episode. First up, Tanzania, where the lovebird kicked things off with their traditional and court wedding. It was strictly close friends and families. And trust Priscilla, fashion was not caught sleeping. She came correct. Even the son had to pause and admire. But wait, it didn't end there. The next episode moved straight to Lagos, Nigeria for the Niger trad and white wedding. And when I tell you Lagos stood still, echo literally paused. The wedding was held at one of Lagos' finest event centers. The kind of order when you step inside, you automatically adjust your posture. I'm talking about chandeliers hanging like they were handpicked from heaven, a walkway so shiny you could see your future husband or wife inside the reflection. Now let's talk about the real reason why some people attend weddings. Food. There was everything from pounded yam and bitter leaf soup to jollof, and every Yoruba assorted meals. And not just the usual small chops, there were big chops too, grilled prawns, peppered snails, and a dessert table that looked like it came from a Paris bakery. As for the guest list, forget it. It was a fashion show and an award night combined. Every corner you turn, influencers, actors, singers, politicians, billionaires. We saw every vibes from bestie ghost to oversabi auntie. And guess what? It's not over yet though. Yes, there's still one more wedding celebration loading in Tanzania. You see this love premium subscription level. They're giving us a wedding series, not just one movie. Next is Kego 2025. You see this Kego 2025 wedding? Let me just tell you now. Forget Meets Gala. Forget African Magic Viewers Choice Award. This one was the wedding of the year, and we are still in April. Because when the daughter of a billionaire marries the son of another billionaire, my sister, it's not just wedding again, it's festival. When I say royalty married royalty, I mean Kene, the daughter of Obi Jackson from Okija, CEO of Nest Oil, marrying Ugo, son of Bishop Okonkwo from Nnewi, CEO of Ekulu Group of Companies. The wedding venue, my sister, it was massive. The hall was so big that if you mistakenly drop your phone at one end, it might take you 10 minutes and Google Maps to find it. No jokes. Even had giant viewing screens everywhere because the place was too big for ordinary eyes to catch all the action. And let's talk about the guest list. Omo, this was not a wedding. It was a conference of billionaires and dignitaries. From traditional rulers, senators, governors, business tycoons, pastors, Nollywood celebrities, they there. And the convoy, Range Rovers lined up like soldiers on parade. Some guests even arrived in private choppers because when your money long, traffic na suggestion. Now to the part that broke the internet, the couple's entrance. The bride, fine girl Kene, daughter of Obi Jackson himself, didn't even walk in like regular people. No. She was carried like the true princess that she is, sitting on a throne with 4 hefty men lifting her shoulder high. Her outfit shining like gold mixed with starlight as the crowd cheered. Then the groom, Ugo Okonkwo, son of Bishop Okonkwo, Nnewi's finest, walked in wearing a lion on his shoulder. Yes, you heard me right. People's jaws were on the floor. Honestly, this was one of the weddings where even if you came as a plus one, you will proudly tell your grandchildren I was there. Big hall, big love, big money, but most importantly, 2 people who really looked like they were meant for each other. Next is Crowning Roots 2025. My people, there are weddings. Then there are weddings where even angels are RSVP. Let me gist you about the holy matrimony between Steve Crown, the guy who sang You Are Great from Benue State, and his sweetheart Ruth from Abia State. It shocked you? It shocked all of us too, because these gospel artists are supposed to be closing their eyes during worship, but this has confirmed that they don't. While our eyes were closed, theirs are always open, looking for the finest and of course curvy sisters. Check out Theophilus Sunday's wife, GUC, Moses Bliss, name them. Now back to our gist, Crowning Root 2025. First of all, the wedding venue and deck alone was enough to make single people start attending weekly vigils. The venue was decorated like the Garden of Eden, and of course minus the serpent, with flowers everywhere, white roses, gold drapes, soft lights hanging like stars. And the guests are pastors, gospel singers, CEOs CEOs, and all the anointed with the anointing. You can imagine, the groom led worship on his day. The spirit took over, I guess. When Steve and Ruth made their grand entrance, it was given royal but gospel edition. Not your usual shaky body type of dance. They were swaying gently lyrics to Ruth like she was the only one in the room, and honestly, in that moment she was. Crowning Ruth 2025 wasn't just a wedding. It was a celebration of love, faith, and soft life. And one of the weddings that caught everyone's attention in early 2025 was the beautiful union of the King Famous, the popular Nigerian comedian turned gospel content creator, and Faith Mousy, the stunning Ghanaian fashion entrepreneur. Let's not forget, the King Famous is the son of Nollywood legendary actress Ngozi Ezeonu. At first, King Famous' engagement was a shock because people expected to see him and Adauli, his ex-girlfriend of many years. The news and blame spread like wildfire all over the internet until we saw his pre-wedding photos, and many was like, well, the babe fine sha. Online in-laws have no choice but to celebrate with him and be happy, of course. This wedding was scattered everywhere. Ghana meets Niger, but not for jollof fights this time, but for love. First, they started with traditional wedding in Ghana, and I tell you, it was pure culture galore. The Mousy family did not come to play. Kente everywhere, hand-weaving bright, bold patterns that told stories even without words. The King Famous showed respect in the right way, well dressed in a full Ghanaian attire. The groomsmen were rocking Igbo Isiago attire, and they represented the Igbo culture well, even in Ghana. After sealing the tradition, the real Niger groove was held in Asaba, Delta State, one of the classiest hall in the city, known for hosting the creme de la creme. The guest list was a mix of Delta big boys, Ghanaian dignitaries, comedy industry names, and gospel artists, because the King Famous is well connected in both lanes. Spotted at the wedding were Brain Jota, Ekene Umenwa, Real Worry Pikin, MC Aproko, Sabinos, and others were also present. Also present were pastors, content creators who came out to support the couple. Moses Blitz performed at both the trad and the white wedding. The couple's grand entrance, Chai, Faith stepped in wearing a white mermaid wedding gown with crystal detailing that sparkled from across the room. The King Famous rocked a clean white suit, looking sharp. The couple also wore a second outfit. The wedding ceremony was giving everything beautiful, colorful, and happy ever after. At the end of the day, this wedding showed us one thing: love doesn't care about borders. Whether it's the smooth JP vibe, the royal Kego elegance, the heavenly crowning roots praise party, or the Ghana Niger love affair of the King Famous and Faith, one thing is clear: 2025 is not here to play with your feelings. And believe me when I say you might not survive this year as a single. Because what in the name of oppression is this? All in the name of wedding celebration. If you want more gist like this, Trendshub is where it's always happening. Subscribe, like, and drop your favorite couple in the comments. Who knows, your own wedding might be the next big story we talk about.